when I found out that I was going to be interviewing you guys, I heard the name Hortaleza. The first thing that came to my mind, the Hortaleza products of my youth. A cuticle remover, the small bottles, the packaging, plus the hairspray. This was your dad's original product.
Yes. Yes. And we're very, very familiar with this category, the market of personal care and beauty. And we're exploring relaunching old brands like Sansan Cosmetics, if you're familiar.
Yeah, of course. Parang anong balik yung pagkabata ko. These are all familiar brands. Alfonso, can you give us like a brief background? Paano ba nag-umpisa yung family business?
Well, it started with my dad, no. His family used to have these outlets, yung Hortaleza outlets, no. They mainly sold beauty products. So when my sister was born, yung eldest sister namin, it wasn't enough kasi they were doctors eh. Tapos medyo bitin yung income nila. So they decided to go into business. So they started supplying yung stores na to ng beauty products. So nag-start sa hairspray, and eventually tuloy-tuloy na yung mga products. So nagkaroon ng astringent, nagkaroon ng facial cleanser, extract. But the first biggest product nila was Extraderm. Tapos nagbunga ng ibang brands like Skin White, Vitres, Hygienics. So those are the brands that nag-start yung family namin.
Can you tell us, Alexone, yung pagiging doktor ng parents nyo, what was their field? What was their specialty?
Pediatric and ophthalm.
Yes. So, paano sila napasok sa beauty products? How did they get into that?
My dad's family was into retailing of beauty products. They saw the potential of supplying to that store. So they started their own manufacturing.
All right. Because, you know, when I found out that I was going to be interviewing you guys, I heard the name Hortaleza. The first thing that came to my mind, the Hortaleza products of my youth. So, yung mga a cuticle remover and, you know, in the small bottles, the packaging, plus the hairspray. This was your dad's original product.
Yes. We just want to add that in the history of the family business, tuloy-tuloy din yung mga magagandang products or innovation na gawa ng family namin. So, I mentioned Alfonso, Extraderm. It was actually the first exfoliating product in the market. We also launched Skin White. It was actually one of the pioneers of the whitening category. We also launched Vitres, the cuticle coat product, which is also first in the industry. So, throughout that time ng family business, it's a lot of innovation.
That all started with your father and your mom. They were partners in the business.
They're really a tandem. So my dad focused on the operations, the marketing. My mom was in the finance.
I read nga actually, parang they started with what, less than 10,000 pesos?
10 to 12,000 pesos, just parang gifts from their wedding. Imagine starting with 12,000 pesos.
Wedding gift. Yung wedding gift nila, ginamit nila as capital?
Yes. They started with that much of amount and then it became the huge company that it is today. So it's crazy.
When you hear stories like that, is there like some sort of pressure on your part to make sure that you keep the company, you know, healthy, robust?
Yes, of course, because we want to continue our parents' legacy. Gusto namin na when we grow, we also copy it. Parang ganyan din mangyari sa amin. And also for our kids, no? And parang, kumbaga, we continue to grow and innovate and be better.
Yeah. The ultimate goal is to maintain this business for more decades, for more generations. I was really impressed with one of the companies, what's 8th generation already. And that's the goal, no? To extend the company more than 10 generations, 20 generations.
Are you hoping that your children will feel the same way, have the same passion that you do?
I hope so.
That's the plan.
Definitely try to educate them to that way.
So growing up, were you exposed already to the business?
Yes.
In what way?
In my early years of my life, we were living inside the plant, so I really remember that.
As in yung bahay nyo nandun sa
loob
ng
ng plant. So it was in Valenzuela. So I really remember me eating, playing around with all the employees, all the manufacturing, seeing the lines, no? I remember na manual pa lahat eh. Tapos eventually naging automated. So we grew up with that environment.
And you have similar memories?
Yeah, and just to add to what Alfonso's saying, I have memories as a kid. That's why my values is being grounded, because I remember Christmas parties before the manufacturing facility. And what's one thing that I appreciate about my parents is they continuously engage with the rank and file. When there are Christmas parties, we have this group called the Kamaligs. They're like the first 50 employees of Splash. And even if the company was growing at a very fast rate, my parents always engaged with this group, the first 50, even at us, the bigger size of the company. So they didn't forget about the kamaligs.
The kamaligs?
The kamaligs, the first 50 employees.
Oh.
It's a term that we coined during that time.
For them?
For them.
Ah, how nice. Well, do you know where that term came from? Or
I think it's a shoulder to shoulder, something like that.
Ah, okay.
That's one of the main values that I learned growing up was to be grounded. That don't forget that your early employees, your early customers, your early suppliers. And in fact, some of our suppliers way back in Splash are still our suppliers now to this day. And some of our distributor partners from way back in Splash is still our distributor partner today.
Were you also involved in, the day-to-day operations?
Yeah, and summertime, so more of simple stuff in coding, going to the office. Yeah, it was part of our childhood.
And also exposure in business. We also had those when we came back from college. We were some of the parents go, oh, you sit in the meetings and attend all the different meetings. My dad used to joke, now you don't have to go to MBA, just sit down in our leadership meetings. So that was also one of the early exposures in business that we had.
I'm so intrigued by your story about how the house is in the plant. So talagang pagising nyo, nandun na. Did it work well also in the sense that meant your parents would have more time also with you? Kasi nandun na yung bahay eh.
They were very busy. So admittedly, parang, even though during that time, the early parts, they were very busy. So I just understood that it was for work. So, but when we moved out the plant, parang naintindihan ko nung bata pa lang. So it wasn't like parang wala sila lagi. So I kind of understood it.
Yeah. Similar experience. My parents were really driven, ambitious people growing up, no, and they were just very busy. We didn't spend as much time as I wanted, but growing up, I understood how much important the sacrifices they did. After we sold Splash, the remaining brands was Barrio Festa Manufacturing. So we turned that into Prime Global Corporation as the FMCG company.
So, nung nag-umpisa kayo, it was just the Barrio Festa Bagoong, tama ba? And now, nag-venture out na kayo into other products?
Yeah, as of this year, since we sold Splash way back in 2019, we had a non-competition. So we can't compete with Splash for first 5 years.
So, no beauty products?
No personal care, no beauty. But this year, it's exciting because we can go back. And we're very, very familiar with this category, the market of personal care and beauty. So we will be launching new brands again. And we're exploring relaunching old brands like San Cosmetics, if you're familiar.
Yeah, of course. Parang nanumbalik yung pagkabata ko. These are all familiar brands. Pero meron na rin kayong na-relaunch so far?
We launched the Hortaleza MD. That's actually also a relaunched brand. We also relaunched Hair MD. So Hortaleza MD is our personal care brand in terms of facial. So we have sunscreen, face wash, moisturizing gel, and we have a retinol product. And we also have Hair MD, that's shampoo, conditioner. And by next year, we'll have cosmetics, so San, and we also have crayons.
Crayons?
Crayons. It's also another brand of HBC.